see here. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
To be or not to be? I think there were 7.
Oh!
She missed it. Sorry about that. Anyway, camera like this, perfectly ordinary one, and an ordinary microscope, you can, with the microscope in focus on whatever you want to look at, camera, doesn't matter where it is, down, you can look in like that and take your pictures and get ones that look like this. This is a pinhead, and what are all those funny little things? Have a look at some other pictures underneath it. Here's our pinhead, and now we can see rather better. They look like fallen leaves, don't they? In fact, they are the scales of a butterfly. And over here are more scales, rather nearer the body. They're a little different in shape. But these lovely things here, looking like leaves, are easier to see. And this is the sort of scale that we're going to look at now from a butterfly like this. A small tortoise shell, rather beautiful. And the scales on the wing are laid out exactly like tiles on the side of the house or the roof of the house. They're very lovely. And they will look remarkably like this. Now, these I've just cut out of paper. And what happens is that when the butterfly rubs its wings or gets its wings tangled up with flower petals and things, what happens is it loses scales like that. On your fingers, if you ever handle a butterfly, they come off like dust, and that's what we've been looking at under the microscope. And on the wing, and here's a wing that you can see very nicely, you can see where these tiny little scales are laid. So if I were drawing them in here, you see, I would simply do it like that. But even so, they are, in fact, much, much smaller. This isn't to scale at all. So have a look at this. Here are the scales laid out on the wing, and I'll continue to draw some more in. They are about 2 millimeters long, these, and the whole thing is approximately 30 times larger than life. Now, you probably remember that those micro photographs we saw were colourless. Well, colour comes into the butterfly through pigments on the scales and a lot from the refraction of light, giving very beautiful iridescent colours. Quite something, isn't it? Now, I thought it would be rather a good idea to have a look at the general shape of a butterfly, and particularly the body part of it. I've got one here, blacked the body so that you can see it nice and easily. And it looks rather like a beetle, doesn't it? Well, like all insects, it has a head, a thorax and an abdomen. It has antennae, and it has 2 reduced legs, little tiny ones up there, and these legs, there's the mid legs and the hind legs, I've made bigger and really out of proportion, just so they're easy to see. Now, we'll have a look at the wings of a butterfly, so I'll turn you over. We're used to seeing them like that, because that is how we see them when they alight on flowers. So open that out. There we are. And the wings, upper wings and lower, they can move like that. And sometimes you see them move, I'll just do it with these 2. They come together like that, especially when they've alighted on a flower. So there we are. Now, if you want to make something rather more exciting, why don't you colour them? And here you see what I've done is to make up my own butterfly. Now, you can make them as realistic as you like, or, of course, you can make up your own butterfly. A pretty pair. Well, that's about all the time we have.
Tony, thank you for suggesting the hose. Look at these flowers. It
worked.
Aren't they wonderful? They look great.
Jolly
I'm really
All the green
pleased.
fly gone.
Don't move, don't move!
Alison!
Got it.
Alison?
I got the fly.
Are you going to make a habit of this sort of thing?
Oh, my
I
goodness.
got it.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, Alison. Well, there may be some more outside.